The Tories, or the Tiger King. Take a moment to pity the poor GOP. They're as lost and confused as a party can be. Inspired by their recent calamitous stories, here's a family fable. We'll call it The Tories.
Generations had passed, but the Tories endured, a Washington family proud and assured. Their forebears had left them with money and power, Reagan, the Bushes, and Dwight Eisenhower. The family's children were lively and sweet. The corridors rang with their pattering feet. Playing one day near the Capitol Dome, they found a stray kitten and carried him home. For the children, the kitten was fun and exciting in spite of his penchant for scratching and biting. His flushed orange face and his lackluster eyes foreshadowed a life of corruption and lies. But the kids didn't care. They wanted to claim him. They angrily fought about what they should name him. Whiskers or Tabby, Grimalkin or Pie. They settled on Dumpty, though heaven knows why. The parents and grandparents sternly resisted. The children all pouted and loudly insisted. The grown-ups relented, resolving the spat, unaware that they'd adopted a wild tiger cat.
With feline ferocity marking his essence, the tiger grew up to a fierce adolescence. Snappish and lumbering, cocky and cruel, the Tories dispatched him to military school. Though in college he managed to pick up some breeding, the cat never bothered with writing or reading. No surprises. In spite of his Ivy degree, the brain of a tiger's the size of a pea. Launching himself in the family biz, Dumpty was hailed as a real estate whiz. Though tending to swindle, to cheat, and to bungle, the tiger will thrive by the laws of the jungle. His carnivorous hunger for animal pleasures brought him an empire of assets and treasures. Casinos and golf courses, hotels and clubs, 3 different spouses, and 5 tiger cubs. A reality show was the next on his tray, where his bright orange stripes are on constant display. His brand had transcended mere real estate czar. He was Dumpty the Tiger, a media star.
Fame having stirred Dumpty's feline ambition, he sharpened his claws for a daring new mission. Egged on by the animals held in his thrall, he would campaign for POTUS the following fall. The Tories reacted with horror and shame at the thought of a tiger disgracing their name. Fearing the likes of a dozen Fort Sumters, they formed an alliance of staunch never-dumpters. At first, they sought out a political savior to counter their tiger's rapacious behavior. But no matter how stoutly his rivals would strive in primary season, he ate them alive. Dumpty's campaigning was ruthless and shady. His electoral foe was a former First Lady, sane and familiar, and female at that. She was juicy red meat for a ravenous cat. Having cravenly failed to derail or unhorse him, the Tories were finally forced to endorse him. Despite how he made them all tremble and cower, they decided at last they would ride him to power. Civility, justice, and reason took wing as Dumpty was crowned the supreme Tiger King. Then, with murderous appetite, savage and hearty, he ate every soul in the grand Tory party.
There's a moral I urge you to never forget to this frightening fable that's not over yet. If you coddle a tiger and venture to ride him, you're certain, dear reader, to end up inside him.